Okay, good morning all and welcome to the live room summary, Tuesday, March the 17th. Well, I got in early about 4 o'clock, notes were out by about 4:15 this morning. All good to trade with a few of you this morning. Interesting morning, I mean, quiet in the sense it did go quite quiet afterwards. Some people made on the fall down in a cable through that daily pivot down towards the 4-hour 20. I was looking at long at dollar yen this morning at 25. Then got in again, as mentioned in the room, at 50. Looking on that break up, it's just trying to pop up as we speak. So I said I'm still holding this as long as it stays above the MAs. The golden cross is just forming now, which I'll go through in a second. Euro sterling was a good trade from that 25 level. Again, that's just sitting around the 50 level, but again, that's trying to move up higher. I'll go through that as well. So there's definitely some opportunities. I think it was good to stay out of the market a little bit today. There's definitely going to be some changes, which I'm quite excited about, actually, moving forward, and especially with this 15-minute trigger. I think it hasn't been, we haven't quite fully understood this 15-minute trigger, so I'm actually very keen now. We're just going to mainly work off this hourly trigger, and we're actually even considering dropping the time frame down to help us to get into these trades a little bit earlier, using even a 5-minute chart to actually just get us in, but making sure then we go back up to these higher time frames as soon as we enter the trade. Okay, so dollar yen's quite self-explanatory. We've got a nice triangle. It's broken out. You can see this resistance line coming down through here. It's just broken out. It's moving back up again. It's starting to move back up towards this 99 level. Okay, MAs are all there. As I mentioned this morning, I got in very early, so again I was in at 25 on that pullback. Nice little first trade this morning. It's still got part of the position open. It's just making its way up. The main thing what I think we've got to concentrate on is I don't think people are everyone's so scared of a retracement. I think this is the problem. We're great on breakouts and it's great and everything's fine and we get in, get out, blah, blah, blah. But it's then holding that balance, and it's that confidence to then think to yourselves, right, can I hold this balance? Yeah, maybe dollar yen isn't going to hold. Maybe dollar yen isn't going to go up to 99. But it's trying to move that way. The 4-hour 20 is support. Is there any need for me to stop out the balance of my position? Well, no, yeah? I've made some good pips on the way up. I'm happy to hold the balance. Again, stop loss now really well. The daily pivot is at 30, but really the support line is around now this 15 level. So is there any need to stop myself out? No, there's not. Let's just see how it goes. Yeah, I'm giving myself every opportunity. This dollar yen's going to keep on moving up. So again, the whole live room, we're going to zone in a lot on this hourly chart. But as I said, I'll be using slightly different techniques just for entry point, and I think we need that. So again, sterling yen. Well, great trades yesterday on the pullback, stuff like that. But today, I said, as long as it can stay above the daily pivot, they both look toppy. Look at that trigger coming down. Hourly trigger again, nailing the way forward. It zoomed back. Again, no trade today in sterling yen. Not talking about as we speak now. It's trying to pop up, obviously, with dollar yen moving up a little bit. But again, that's a different thing. Would have been a good entry point about that 95 level. Again, would have been up a good 30 pips. But anyway, I'm talking about the live room. No entry point in the live room for sterling yen. Made that very clear. Then again for cable, let's have a look at that. We're boxed in. It was trying to hold support. I know we've had the golden cross. In fact, we've had the golden cross on dollar yen, sterling yen, and now pound dollar. It's trying to hold, but again, hourly trigger. Said, I'm coming down, came down. Couple of guys went short. A lot of the guys wasn't for them. Again, selling to the 4-hour 20, but this is the trade that the guys took down towards that 4-hour 50. It was a trade. I can see that. It's a gap trade between the 4-hour 20, the hourly 20 and hourly 50. Okay. Put that back on the hourly chart. I'm still getting excited. I said, guys, I'm going to bring in slightly longer term. I will look at a couple of 4-hour charts when I feel that the time is right for this sterling, because I'm getting quite excited about what's going on. Euro yen, you guys should be long already. Broken through that weekly 20. Getting excited, as you know, about dollar yen, sterling yen. All looking good for good technical setups. As long as we can get through a couple of levels in cable, sterling yen will be off. Okay? So I'll just bring up Sterling Swiss. This is a very cheeky trade from Anders. There's about 5 or 6 guys who took this today. Let's just delete. Drop this down to the 15-minute chart. Again, they just took this break as it started to come back down through here. Very cheeky, as I said, it needed to break through that 65 level for the confirmation of a move back down through here, down to the figure. Very cheeky, about 60 pips, probably where they entered a little bit more than that, about 80. But as I said, you've got to wait really for that break of the 60. Just have a look what it looks like on a 5-minute chart. Let's just drop it down. We've got to be proactive with this room, and I totally believe I've got to go with where the market's going. And if we have to, for an entry point, go to the 5-minute. Even though I still believe teaching on 5 minutes is quite hard, explaining all the trend reversals and things. You need to put up with trend reversals. But I do believe that sometimes, you need to make proactive decisions. And if we need to go there for an entry point just to show you, then again we go straight back to our hourly to then zone in on that. Okay. You can see now dollar yen and sterling yen, euro yen all looking quite good on the upside as we speak. So is euro dollar. Cable really needs to break through that 141 level. So sterling Swiss 5-minute chart. Can you just see this was the 1, 2, 3 that Andrews was talking about, looking for that play back down again. Looks slightly different, doesn't it, on this? What I'm going to do is thicken up the hourly 50 and hourly 20 on this chart, just so they're like, and I'm going to change it and also change the monthly pivot, so it's going to be on your daily and 4-hourly chart. So I will be changing the template later on this afternoon, just so you're aware. Again, you can then re-download that template. Excuse me. And then lastly is really euro sterling. This was it. Still got a balance on my trade. 15-minute chart. I said on my notes, a break of what? 92, break of 92.25. It broke 92.25. Again, what time was this? Dead on about 7 o'clock. Bam, straight up through here. Nice trade, nice break. Have I got any reason to close out my trade? No. I've got my golden cross. I'm above my 4-hour 20, above my hourly 20. Everything's green. Yes, it's not powering off, but it's trying to move up. I banked bottom my trade. I'm happy. Let's see how the balance goes. But can you see, just relax in the balance of the trade, and I think that's where I've really got to get guys to concentrate on. Okay? So as I said, there'll be a few changes. So I'm going to go through everything in the room, so don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. I'll do a video on it and things to make sure everyone is completely up to speed. I just feel that getting control of that 15-minute trigger is probably the hardest thing to explain sometimes. When you've got momentum in a market, it's going to break and you've been heading up for 3 or 4 candles, your trigger's naturally going to be quite high. The hourly trigger, again, is very different and, again, very powerful. I love the hourly trigger, and, again, absolutely stay with that. It's just the 15-minute trigger. But if you love it and it makes money, there's no reason why not. If you like it, you like it, Right, guys. Okay, I will speak to you later on. Have a good day today, and I'll speak to you later. Take care.